New advertisers need a budget for 540 to 630 clicks over the course of 3 months. And that's so your account has enough data to start printing money. My name is Brandon, and I manage over $50,000 in marketing spend for local service businesses. And by the end of this video today, you're gonna know how much money you need to budget, how long you need to run your ads for, and then when you can actually start scaling up. Plus, we're including a free calculator in the description. So you might be thinking, I want to start my ad spend small. I'm going to put $5 to $10 in a day, and then I'm going to start seeing some returns from that, and I'm going to start ramping up. I'm going to use that money I get from it and put it back into ad spend. And that's a really, really good idea on paper, but you probably don't know exactly how Google Ads works. So Google is kind of like dating, and you might be talking to somebody and you have an idea of how you'd like to be treated, but then they actually tell you, hey, I like this thing, and I like this thing, and I like this thing. This instance, you're the one telling Google what you like, and Google is trying to say, okay, you like those things? We're gonna start giving you more of those things. However, back to the Google world, you need clicks, you need conversions in order to start being treated properly. And the reason why is because when you're just starting out on Google Ads, you're probably running something called manual cost per click, or at least you want to be running manual cost per click, which just says, hey, I don't want to pay anything more than this price for my clicks while I'm collecting data. But we don't want to be here forever. We want to transition into a bidding strategy called target conversions. And what's really cool about this is you can tell Google, hey, I don't want to pay any more than $150 per phone call or per form submission. And then Google will go out and find those people for you so that you can actually start converting at a price that makes sense for your business. But you need enough data to get there, or else you just won't be spending any of your budget and you'll be super sad because you're not getting any leads. So how much data do we need to transition into target conversions? It's 30 conversions or 540 to 630 clicks. Whatever comes first, that's how much data you need to transition. And so the next question is, well, if I need 540 to 630 clicks, how much is a click worth? And that's what I'm going to be showing you, how to find the average cost per click in your area, in your industry. So head over to Google's free keyword planner, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a list of 10 keywords that fit one of our clients' problems. So we need to put in a few keywords here. For right now, I'm going to do water heater replacement, and it's really important to get kind of granular with your keywords. So if you already have a landing page, make sure that these keywords are aligned with your landing page. So for example, if you have a basic plumbing landing page, probably keywords like plumbers near me, plumbing service, plumbers, plumbing, that sort of thing, versus what I'm gonna do is gonna be a little more tailored to a specific problem that client might be having. So we're gonna do water heater replacement, water heater service, and water heater installation. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna collect 10 keywords that match our search intent. So we're not going to be including any words that have cost at them, because that's not indicating a buying signal. That's indicating they're going to buy, but they need a little more information to make that decision. So we're going to click on 10 here: water installation, water heater service, water heater replacement, water heater repair, hot water heater repair. Okay, so now we have 10 keywords. We're just going to click on add keywords to a plan. And then we're going to view saved keywords. Now this part is super important. Make sure that your location is in the right spot. You don't want to be getting keywords for the entire nation, because that's going to skew what the actual cost is for your specific location. So for this example, we're actually going to be doing Los Angeles. And so we just put in our keywords and we have our location. Now what we need to do is we need to copy and paste these top of page bid low range and top of page bid high range into our little calculator. With these bids is we're going to be trying to find the median of this, the middle point. So for example, if we have a range of 5 to 10, the median is 7.5, and that's what we're going to be finding for all of these ranges here. So let's start copy and pasting. And you might notice that some keywords don't have that low range and high range bid. And what you need to do here is you need to find another keyword that can replace that, because you need that data to actually get accurate info here. So just find another keyword and plug that in. So we just plugged in the low range bids and the high range bid, and we have the medians for all of these prices. And then what we're doing is we're plugging it into a formula and we're getting the average of all of these medians. And this is going to serve as our average cost per click projection. And so what you're seeing here on this formula is you're seeing if we have 6 clicks per day, then we need a daily budget of $192. If we want to get 7 clicks per day, that's $224. And the reason for this 6 clicks to 7 clicks per day is you'll see right here, it actually gets us to where we need to be for those clicks in those 3 months. It gives us enough data. So you can see here, hey, if I'm looking to run plumbing ads for water heaters in Los Angeles, well, that's going to cost me about $20,000 over the course of 3 months. And of course, that isn't taking into account that you will get conversions in that time and you might get your money back initially. Just keep this in mind. At the end of this experience, you'll have enough data to actually transition to target cost per action. However, you need to find out if it's actually profitable. And if it's not profitable, if you're saying, hey, I'm putting this much money into it, and after I already pay for ad spend and after I bill, there's really nothing left over after that, then you need to fix one of 5 things. The first thing is your conversion rate on your website. You want to be around that 10% mark, ideally for local service businesses. And then you need to see how many of the times that people are calling or submitting forms, does that turn into an appointment? After an appointment, you want to see your sit rate. And then after your sit rate, you want to see your close rate on your salespeople. And then lastly, after all those things, your average order value. You might not be charging enough to be profitable on Google Ads. So keep all those things in mind, and if what you're seeing is, hey, I'm putting $1 in and I'm getting $10 out and you're ready to scale up, well then this next part is gonna be really good. You might be thinking, hey, I've got this profitable marketing channel, I'm doing really good on Google Ads, I just wanna dump as much money in as possible and just print all this money. I have $1 to $10 coming back, it's super good. But what you need to know is something called diminishing returns. In the beginning of Google Ads, you can get a good ROI on your spend, but after a while, it really starts to cap out. And you might spend an extra $10,000 a month and only be getting maybe an extra 10 conversions. So those conversions are like $1,000 a piece. And what you need to find is something called your sweet spot. And I'm going to show you how to find that. So when you're in your Google Ad account, what you need to do is you need to head over to Performance Planner and click on New Plan. And then when you're on New Plan, adjust these for the dates that you'd like to know. We're just going to keep it simple right now. Channel search, conversions, we're not doing clicks. And then you're going to see a few campaigns right here. This is a dormant account, so there's nothing showing up for me, but you should see some campaigns. So something that you need to know is something called your CPA. It's your cost per action. And if you're a local service business, that probably means phone calls or form submissions. And so what we're seeing here is that the average lead, the average phone call costs $132.54 at this spend of $1,046. But once we really start to increase that, you'll see that the CPA goes higher and higher and higher, and you begin to pay more and more and more per action. And that's because you're hitting that diminishing returns. And so what you want to be is right here at this sweet spot, right where you can, you can afford how much your leads cost. That's how you're going to know how much to ramp up to, how much more budget that you need to put into your account so that you're still profitable. And if you are a mega tycoon now, you're like, man, I'm going to beat out all the competition. Well, what you can do is you can actually pay for the customers that those smaller businesses can't afford. And you can start beating out the market that way, because once you get that customer one time, you can sell them over and over and over again. And that's a customer that your competitors don't have. So that's another strategy, is you can run these less profitably, but ultimately you capture more of the market because of it. Check out our free calculator in the description and our free playbooks.